Horses are on the track and pretty the pose for the 10th race, the 3rd division of the Governor's Cup Trot for sophomore trotting colts at Trot 1 mile. Purse at $24,750. The race sponsored by the Ohio Expositions Commission. Exact trifecta wagering, a field of 8, no changes. The 1 is Nakata Jude, owned in partnership by Ron Broombaugh and Kirby Sutton of Arcanum, Ohio, trained by Greg Broombaugh with Chip Noble. The 2 is the Second Chance Stable Incorporated of Urbana, Ohio's Red Radar Gun, trained by Charlie Myrick. Charlie Myrick, the reinsman. Number 3, He's a Wild Card, owned by Criss Jr. of Salem, Ohio, and Herschel Estate of Pickerington, Ohio, trained by James Criss Jr., Bob LIPPIATT. The 4, Put Me on Cruise, owned by Dreama Morgan of Grove City, Ohio, and Joe Descala Jr. at Chappewa, New York, trained by Virgil Morgan Jr. with Brett Miller. Number 5 is Be Inquisitive, owned by the Inquisitive Stable of Macedonia, Ohio, and Jenny Belcher of Ohio, trained by Fred Boyd with Greg Grismore. The 6 is Striking Mystery, owned by the GSW Stable of Pataskla, Joe Sugar, McCoy of Columbus, trained and driven by Sandy Beatty. The 7 is Confederate Officer, owned by Roberts Key of Leechburg, Pennsylvania, trained by Charlie Norris, Jim Daly. Into the outside of the 8, Rose Run Flash, owned by Dave Rankin of Columbus, Ohio, and John Melsheimer of Zanesville, Ohio, trained by Dave Rankin, Bob Harper, and the Sulky. That's the field for the 10th race, the Governor's Cup Trot, the 3rd division for sophomore trotting colt. 10th race, the Governor's Cup Trot. Field of 8 from the rail out, Nakata Jude, Red Radar Gun, He's a Wild Card, Put Me on Cruise. Be Inquisitive, Striking Mystery, Confederate Officer, Rose Run Flash on the outside. A field of 8. Moving up and moving in. The gate swings into the back stretch, and there they go. Field in motion. Being sent on their way in the Governor's Cup Trot. They're all fan trotting and firing away from the inside. There goes Nakata Jude protecting the pole position. They're out for command. From the inside, Red Radar Gun comes away trotting in 2. The inside in 3rd, He's a Wild Card. Got to the outside in 4th. Be Inquisitive is marching on there. 5th on the inside, Put Me on Cruise. 6th, that is Striking Mystery. 7th along the pylons, Confederate Officer. And 8th then trailing Rose Run Flash. As they step towards the opening quarter and off stride from the 3-hole there. Went the 2, Red Radar Gun. The opening quarter came and went in 29 1/5. Also off stride, or rather there, that is Nakata Jude who jumped it off stride. On top of the field, Be Inquisitive and Greg Grismore out there on the front, leading it by 2 1/4. To the inside, He's a Wild Card. Trots in 2nd. 3rd, that is Put Me on Cruise. Flush first over the outside of there. Racing in 4, that is Striking Mystery. Back down trotting. 2nd over the outside in 5th, Nakata Jude. 6th, that is Confederate Officer. 7th along the rail, Rose Run Flash. And 8th then trailing the field, Red Radar Gun, as they trot by the half in 59 1/5. A 2nd quarter there of 30 seconds flat. Off the turn and driving down the backside. Heads are pointed towards 3/4, and Nakata Jude jumped it off for a 2nd time, putting him completely out of this as the even money punter's favorite. On top of the field from the inside, Be Inquisitive leads it here by a head. To the outside of there, Striking Mystery is applying pressure to the outside in 2. He's a Wild Card is watching over the doing leaders from 3rd. Perfectly placed. 2nd over the outside in 4th. Put Me on Cruise, and 3rd over on the outside in 5th. And now charging up Confederate Officer, 3/4 and 1/28 4/5. They'll trot the final turn and head for home in the Governor's Cup Trot. On top, Be Inquisitive, now being angled off the pylons. Here's He's a Wild Card as they turn to the top of the stretch. Less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, and Grismore has asked Be Inquisitive for more, and he has the lead here. Here's Rose Run Flash charging on the inside, but it's a little too late. Be Inquisitive takes the Governor's Cup Trot. Finishing 2nd, the 8, Rose Run Flash. 3rd was the 3, He's a Wild Card. Down the mile, 1:58 4/5. Be Inquisitive in a new lifetime mark. Trackside of the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of the 10th race, the 3rd division of the Governor's Cup Trot, sponsored by the Ohio Expositions Commission, timed at 1:58 4/5 for a new lifetime mark. Posting the 5th win of the 2004 campaign, the 6th win of his career. The 5, Be Inquisitive. A 3-year-old son of Inquirer out of an Ombro Solar Mare, Solar B, owned by the Inquisitive Stable of Macedonia, Ohio, and Jenny Belcher of Hudson, Ohio, trained by Fred Boyd. Nicely handled here this evening by the winning driver, the Grizz, Greg Grismore. That's 2 wins on this evening's card for the Grizz, giving him a driving double as the 5, Be Inquisitive, is home at a new lifetime mark. 1:58 4 is your official winner. 583 official in the winner's circle to make the trophy presentation on behalf of the Ohio State Fair and the Ohio Expositions Commission. The Vice President of South Downs, the lovely Mrs. Laverne Hill. The 5B Inquisitive returns 620, 520, 420. Second, the 8 Rose Run Flash, 25-20, 13-20. Third of the 3, He's a Wild Card, $6.